Good morning. All right, great to see so many smiling faces. I'm going to step off the teleprompter, so you can cut that off. Just joking, no teleprompter. It's great to see so many people here supporting Scouting. Thank you for what you do for Scouting. Carter, think about that. Carter Burke, a 16-year-old scout, saw a need. He saw a need, and he decided to step up and find a solution at 16 years old. Imagine if all of our 16-year-olds did that. Carter, like all of our scouts, believe in being good stewards and good leaders of their community. They do that for their peers. They do that because it's necessary. But we live in an imperfect world. But yet our youth feel like they have to be perfect. That can't be. Scouting gives our youth an opportunity to learn and grow from their mistakes. The San Missionary Council is the #1 leadership laboratory for youth, giving our youth an opportunity to learn about the principles of scouting, giving our youth an opportunity to know what's going on in the community, but also to prepare them for the challenges that lie ahead. Scouting takes a youth in their present state and challenges them to reach their full potential by exposing them to the leadership training the San Missionary Council and the Boy Scouts allows them to grow. But there will come a time when any of us will have to make a split-second decision. The question is, what will we do? And that split-second decision could impact someone's fate, including your own. 2 summers ago, Christopher Janis and his mother, Danielle, came across a vehicle that was on fire. And the closer they got to that vehicle, the more the flames were coming from underneath the hood. Christopher noticed a lady trapped in the vehicle. She could not exit the vehicle. The electronic system had malfunctioned because of the fire. So she's trapped inside of that vehicle. The doors would not open, the windows would not come down, and what's worse, the doors would not open from the outside. Imagine that. Christopher, this young scout, risked his life to save another life. Luckily, or should I say blessedly, that they both escaped. Christopher knocked the window out, got the driver out, and they both escaped. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Christopher Janis with us here today. Christopher? I don't know, Christopher. I would have struggled. I have 2 questions for you, if that's okay, this morning.
It's good.
I'll make those simple questions. The first question is, I could imagine myself. What were you thinking? What was going on in your mind as you approached that vehicle to see what you could do to help? What made you act?
Before this situation happened, I was coming back from a dentist appointment. So we're driving, and I see a woman banging on her window, and I see smoke coming from the head of the car. So I asked my mom, can we turn around and go help her? And that just meant, so when we got there, you know, it took us a long time to get her out the car. Multiple attempts to throw a rock.
A little more into the mic.
Oh, my fault. Yeah, it took us a lot of attempts to break the window until I seen fire coming from the head of the car. So I had to dig in the dirt to go grab a rock and throw it at the window so I could get her out. You know.
All right. One last question for you, Chris.
Yes, sir.
What is the most valuable tool that scouting has given you?
The most valuable tool that scouting has given me is the importance to help other people when I know they need help.
All right. Don't go anywhere yet. The Boy Scouts of America awarded Christopher the Heroism Award. The Boy Scouts of America, upon recommendation of the National Court of Honor, presents this Heroism Award to Christopher B. Janice for demonstrating heroism, skill in saving or attempting to save life at a minimal personal risk to self. Thank you, Christopher. Many parts of our community, our scouts lack resources. They don't choose their environment. They're given that environment. And in the process, they're being pressured to join gangs. They're being pressured to make bad decisions. They're being pressured to skip school. They're having all these negative pressures. That's why the Sam Houston Area Council has been actively engaged in embracing the areas of our community that are at risk. Why? Because we want to be able to provide a program that will help our youth fight, I'm saying mentally fight the unwanted pressures that they get. That's why our Scout Reach program is so important. Our Scout Reach program is designed to go into the inner city elementary schools, to give our youth an opportunity to know about character, to fight and combat, mentally fight and combat the pressures that they receive every day. Some of our youth never get an opportunity to get out of a 10-block radius until they join the scouting program. They have an opportunity to see what's out beyond those concrete walls, is what I say. They get an opportunity to go to camp, to learn, to see, to work as a team. But most importantly, we bring that Scout Reach program to them because, in other words, they wouldn't have an opportunity to receive it. And so I want to thank you for your investment and your support in the Scout Reach program. And I have to tip my hat to the McNair family. They have been a big supporter of our Scout Reach program, of the Sam Houston Area Council, helping us design and implement our Cub Scout McNair Camp, giving in the tune of over $1.6 million to support our cause in our organization. But most of all, to help us develop the next generation of John Burgers. Christopher Janice and Carter Burke, and there's 28,000 more youth out there that are part of our organization that do that on a daily basis. They do a good turn daily. They don't want credit at all. They do it because it's the right thing to do. But, and I say but, there's over 1.3 more million that we need to have involved in this program.